Man, probably a fun fact on me is that I like to read. Like I like to read. That's a lost art nowadays. Oh, my great uncle is Jesse Owens. He won 4 gold medals in 1936.
I always want to leave people with this, man, to all the viewers and everybody out there, man. Make sure you guys finish your story. Make sure you guys finish your journey because somebody's going to need it.
Yeah. All you got to do is push the back button. That's all you got to do is push the back signal.
Try not to think about the future too much so you can maximize the now.
Who's your favorite rap artist?
Man, to be honest, it's crazy. Tupac always been my number one, right? Like he got me through so much stuff, but Lil Wayne has been in the modern day.
I said, what does it really take? What does it really take to be great, Drew? And he looked at me and he was like, you really want to know? And he was like, to be honest, everything you did to get here, you need to be consistent times 10.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Everybody out there doing tonight, your boy Coach Lee, back at it like a mad at it. Welcome to the Play Call Sheet. We look at yesterday's adventures, talk about tonight's game and the future of the NFL. Even though my boys lost yesterday, it is what it is, man. But before we get it started, got to bring him a man from the Northeast, my fellow Cowboy brother. What's up, too?
What's going on, everybody? It's Monday. Disappointment Monday if you're some guys like us. An exciting Monday if you're others. Shout out to Duval in Jacksonville for the dub yesterday. But it's the Play Call Sheet where we're going to be playing and calling things all throughout the NFL. Hope everybody tunes in tonight. But can't have this show completed tonight without our Rookie of the Year. We're going to bring him in here. You heard? My guy Will in the building.
Brand.
There you go.
How we doing? Look, I don't want to hear nobody talk about they a sad Monday or my team lost. You ain't lose like this, all right? So I don't want to hear that.
That was a hard one. That was a hard one.
Man, look.
He's going out to you.
You can't write stuff up like that, man. That's crazy.
He said, "Takes that Cowboys crap off, man."
Yo, you know how that loss felt? It felt like when Carlton took the last shot. That's how that loss felt. When Carlton took the last shot. And Will was just watching him like. That's how that felt, man. I don't know what that man was doing.
We're actually going to touch on that tonight. One of our interesting topics.
Yeah, I'm sure we are, man. I couldn't I couldn't wait. That's what I'm saying. I couldn't. That's how bad.
In front of the horse.
I hate it. Clearly, it's to the point where we lost yesterday. Cowboys lost yesterday too. And when I seen that, I didn't know rather to sit there and laugh or to sit there and be like, "What can I laugh at?" Because we just lost. So when I seen the play, I said, Lord damn. Like,
yo, even you could be, bro, you could be a you could be a Colts fan and still laugh at what happened to us.
No, but in the moment that I first seen the highlight, I was
crazy.
Like, but then as I kept looking at it, third, fourth, fifth, sixth time, I kind of chuckled when I see Chandler Jones in Mac Jones's life.
Yeah, man, that was Jones on Jones crime right there. That was crazy.
Take this, man. Eat the whole cake, Andy, man. Take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, devastating.
Good. What's good, Unc? In the building.
What's going on? And in the building as well, man. Shout out to Aaron. I would like to say the refs are betting on these games. Ain't no way. Hey, the way these games happened and the way games swung yesterday and the way teams had leads and the other teams came back, this whole weekend was all that. This is more interesting of a story, and you could say refs, and I would agree a little bit about that because you are approaching playoff season. You are approaching, we talk about high money and high ratings, and these playoff games need to be watched.
I don't know about refs, but I know Jacoby Myers' whole family must have been tied up yesterday.
Sure.
They should be free now, but
there was a post during before the game that had Mac Jones and Jacoby Myers kind of shaking each other's hands like, "Welcome back, Jacoby," and that's the way the game ended. Well, Jacoby said, "You're welcome." It's the bad way to lose.
I didn't even. I turned it off so fast. I didn't see if they did the post. I didn't see no post game interview. Like, did Jacoby even do an interview?
I don't know the interview, but I heard around the surface that
if I was giving them questions, I'd be like, blink twice if you being held hostage. Like,
give us a sign.
Something.
Washington lose, cheated. Raiders won, cheated.
And Washington was pretty bad.
Yeah,
Will standing right there that he goes over to and lines up and points at him. Am I on the line of scrimmage?
He said, "Am I good?" And he's like, "Yeah, you good." And he threw the flag at him.
Threw the flag at him. That's some shit.
Grimy. That's just like, yo, like take everything aside from that. Just mean, like that's just like, why would you?
I'm gonna be real with you.
Why would you play something like that?
No, I'm gonna be real with you. Referees don't gotta say nothing. Referee can say you good, you not good. You gotta know you good. You played this position for a long time. You should know.
Yeah, it's always been like this is Pop Warner.
Yesterday, let him know that he ain't good.
But there's also eligibility, like they check in with the refs. Like there's a lot of communication that goes on. So like, and you look for that. Like
referees are police, man. At the end of the day,
I mean, look from what I saw yesterday. Yeah, 100%. That's 5, man. Like we can't. We can't trust them no more, man. We done.
Man, listen.
That's 12, man.
It was crazy. A lot of bull crap around the league in terms of the referees. They're gonna stop being an emphasis for real if they ain't already, which we know they are as the playoffs come around. They're gonna play big parts in big games, and we know where the money's leaning. That's why I always put in polls when I say who's gonna win. I put the refs for a reason. The refs do win games.
Man, we ain't even 10 minutes in and we already had our conspiracy minute with Tuquan.
Yes, sir, man. The refs win. The refs win, man. Hey, man, but the play call sheet, you got a Monday night game going on.
Yeah.
Green Bay has some hope playoff-wise, which is funny, but they playing the Rams right now. Shout out to both teams still up in hand, you know what I'm saying, competing. 3-0 Green Bay right now at the – hold on, I've got to reload. Oh, yep, 3-0 Green Bay. In the second quarter with 13:27 left, we see the Rams rolling with Baker Mayfield now, no Matthew Stafford for the rest of the season. Their team is a hobbled mess right now. Not the way they pictured it for a Super Bowl and then not making the playoffs. And then on the other side, you got the Green Bay Packers, Aaron Rodgers. Things chatting around the locker room this week saying that he has all types of sign language and hand signals that he wants players to memorize. Well, players ain't memorizing those stuff. They're memorizing those things. Christian Watson who is hot. So hopefully he can continue to strength tonight. So, you guys to this game, fellas. You have any intakes, any opinions, any input, besides the fact that these two teams have been horrible this season?
I just
I
want the
need
Rams.
Lawson not to score any points tonight.
Yeah, mine was about Baker. I just need Baker to score 13. I don't really care about this game. I guess that makes us a bad reporters for the day. But I mean, this game is it's a snooze fest, man. Like these are two teams that are supposed to be playoff. These two teams, I guess that's what I can say. These two teams are supposed to be top of their divisions this year, and they're both trash. So like, it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. This game is a Monday night game, but it smelled like a Thursday night game. I mean, I really don't know. Yeah, I think that's funny though that Aaron's trying to teach these dudes his little sign language and they ain't learning. It's like, dog, we don't want to learn your sign language. You're gonna be gone soon. You're 90. Like, they over there like, yo, put love in, man. We done with this guy. The season's over. Put love in.
Well, Aaron did say that mathematically still in it, that he's gonna.
That's why he's out there. That's why he's out there. Honestly,
that's a shabby move. That's like kind of like Ben Roethlisberger-ish when he was in talking in regards to like his rookie quarterbacks coming in when he was with the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's kind of like, and I can't knock nobody for talent or wanting to stay and all that, but I do say, man, it's about time sometimes that you just give it up. Not in terms of your career, but sometimes it could be the rest of the season, for instance. Let Jordan Love get these reps. You know what I'm saying? This guy is looking for some type of bag, some type of money. Maybe he gets in a situation where another team wants him and Green Bay still leans on Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? You got to let him play to see the results. You know what I'm saying?
You let him play to take your job, man. You don't want that.
I mean, yeah, then that's the other side, potentially taking his job. But at the same time, man, you guys, it's going to be a miracle for you to get in. One of your things happened yesterday. Washington losing. They got to lose out now. Let's see if they do. And Aaron is going to be Aaron.
But the Lions won, which complicates things too. So
yes, Lions did win yesterday, which does complicate things, especially if they keep winning and they prevail to win. And
I'm having fun watching the Lions, man.
A lot of people are, man.
I wouldn't want to face them right now in the playoffs.
No. In a one-game situation, it's going to be a shootout.
Yep.
It's going to be a shootout. I mean, their defense is sus, but it's a shootout because they can put up points.
And quick and in bunches.
And it's funny because they got rid of probably a top 15 tight end. They told them to bounce, and they still good.
Why they cut Sammy Watkins? Sammy Watkins is at a point in his career, been at a point in his career
Sammy
where
suck. That's why
he just can't provide the juice anymore that he had. He had early in his career. He no longer has it. He hasn't had it in a long time. That's why they cut Sammy Watkins. What's going on?
I can't believe how diplomatic my man Tuquan was today, bro. He sucked. That's what it is.
13 catches, 206 yards.
Hot garbage.
Catch, no touchdowns.
Garbage.
Tell that to
the last time he put up 1,000 yards?
Never.
2015.
No, he did. I thought I got lucky. I mean, he got lucky. I thought for sure he didn't.
Second season in the league.
Yeah, he a bum.
So that the bum who thought the Vikes losing would actually help the Pack. When the Pack lost 8 games, it could never win the division. You know what I'm saying?
That's the one.
Bump, man, it's terrible. It's a miserable season, man. But from what I heard this weekend, Bump has still life left. He has a little bit of life left, depending on the way Green Bay ends this season. So shout out to Bump, man, for still riding for his Packers, man.
What's up, Bree?
Fans. What's going on?
That's Bree right there.
Going on, Bree, man. What a hell of a weekend for you guys in Minnesota. Getting it done, man. Getting it done. Shout out to the Vikings, man. That actually are the reason why a lot of these games ended up the way they are this weekend. So we want to blame anybody for your losses, team-wise. Blame the Vikings. Blame just Saturday. Blame.
Oh, that's Trevor. That's Trevor tonight.
Oh, it's Trevor. Trevor on the helm, man. Whatever you want. Trevor.
Salute.
New Spec Media, shout out to you guys, man. Keep doing great business. Keep doing what you do. We watching you. Y'all doing the same. That's love, support,
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. The life depends on Giants, Commanders, and Lions, man. But let's see what Green Bay can do tonight. Right now, it looks like the Rams are in Green Bay territory with the football. At Green Bay 22 right now, 2nd and 14.
Yeah, commercial. That's about enough time on these two bum teams.
Let's go. Enough talk. We got some news of the day, man. So let's get into some.
My bad. Damn, we'll just throw it out there, huh?
Man, I'm just here to make Coach laugh, man. That's what I'm here for.
This is Bill Belichick uncut today. You know what I'm saying right here.
I'm just here to make Coach laugh, man. That's what's up. That was fun as hell. But man, like Tu said, we got some news of the day too. What you thinking, man? The first story for tonight.
First story, man. What the NFL Monday or exaggeration Monday would be if we didn't have any news? But the first thing that we're going to tap on today is Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts, who suffered a shoulder sprain in the third quarter yesterday. It's a sprain to his right throwing shoulder. Reports around NBC Sports in Philadelphia is reporting that he is uncertain to play in Week 16 against Dallas. Also, there's reports going around that potentially they can shut Jalen Hurts down for the rest of the regular season, depending on how this is on a week-to-week basis.
Go get the number one pick. The number one seed.
Yes, Hurts was injured late in the third quarter when Bears defensive end Travis Gibson landed on him while making a tackle. The passer was slow to get up but remained in the game. He is he's one of the leading MVP candidates right now, and they're enjoying a good season. 13-1, got another one yesterday. They have a good backup, solid backup, if anything, in Gardner Minshew that can, at least for the last few games of the season, carry the weight for them. So, long haul we speak on because, a shoulder injury to a quarterback who's playing that position, kind of gets tricky there. What's the long haul now? How does this injury, how does he deal with this in the long haul going into the playoffs?
Shouldn't be a problem. He barely throw anyway. The man's he's a running back who throws sometimes.
See, that's the thing that scares me and that scares a lot of teams. I think the running quarterback, you expose yourself to that potential. I know you can't play scared, but still, that's why Lamar ain't get the money he was looking for. Yep. Yeah, because that's always in the back of a team's head.
Yeah, you gotta. And rightfully so. You gotta consider it. If a guy takes more hits than the average guy, and not just and you'll get some people who defend them and say, well, they take hits in the pocket too. They get hit. It's a different type of hit. When you're in the pocket, you get protected by a lot of rules. Now you may still take a mean hit and you may still get hurt. Yes, like the average it out. Yeah, it happens. But you raise your percentages every time you leave the pocket to get like really hit. And he's not one who slides all the time. He'll go out there lower the shoulder trying to get into the end zone. So yeah, you gonna get hurt at times. I don't think it's not gonna look. They got a nice little lead. It's not crazy, but they got a nice little lead in their division.
They got to keep playing.
They got to keep playing, but it's not gonna kill him that he's gone. That's the thing. I don't think it's gonna kill him. I think the first game without him takes some adjustments because obviously you got to change your style a little bit. But like I said, Gardner Minshew gonna come in, and y'all already heard about my opinion on Gardner Minshew. I think from a passing standpoint, they're gonna open up a whole different part of that playbook with him in there.
Yeah,
you're gonna see.
Yeah, Lamar did get hurt in the pocket, but I'm saying overall, that's why he's not getting that bag now. He's exposing himself to that because he got hurt last year too, right?
Yeah, he got hurt last year.
Okay. I know if I was a GM, that would be one of my concerns.
Yeah, it's a concern too, and it should be a concern for Jalen Hurts as well. If this shoulder injury is what it is, now Will said, he doesn't pass, so it doesn't matter, but he does a lot of things that concerns with that shoulder, especially getting through the gap sometimes, going to run that football, and
that's why he hurt now.
Game too, you know what I'm saying? And the confidence level, we know his confidence level has been high, it's boosted. Yeah. He's bald. You know what I'm saying? So an injury to that position, the key position for me would speak volumes on how you deal with that emotionally. How is he going to deal with it? You know what I'm saying? Playing, being a competitor, and then You know, and though you're gonna be smart, you know you got to deal with the long haul, and you got to get to the playoffs. You got to try to get to a Super Bowl. But yeah, I'm concerned.
Who they play next? The boys?
Huh?
Yeah.
Who they play next? The boys?
Saturday. Yep.
It's not about the Saturday game.
They gonna hang 40. They can hang 40 on y'all with Gardner.
It's not even about the game Saturday. It's ultimately the season. Even if you wrapped it up or whatever the case is, I can care less about Saturday. We lost on Sunday, so it doesn't really do nothing for us. You know what I'm saying? Going into this game Saturday.
We're just trying to make sure we lock in on that fifth seed now.
Anticipated, regardless of Hurts playing or not, we're still going in there, one of the biggest rivalries in football, and going to perform. But overall, for him, in the standard, like, you know,
it don't, from what I'm reading, it don't sound like it's all that bad. It sounds like he's hurt. It sounds like they don't want to make it worse. It sounds like they have a nice little lead in the division, so there's no need to. Yeah, it sounds like they don't. If they're gonna sit him, it's just precautionary. It don't sound like if the playoffs started this week,
he'll play.
I think he'll play. So I don't think it's a big deal. I think he'll be fine.
Hey, Anthony, to answer your question, we got the number 1 seed. I wouldn't sit them because they got a lot of momentum. We've seen some times in the past where they set them, you know, a whole game, and then they come back in and timing's off and things like that. I'll probably the most. I played them a quarter and a half, and then get them out of there.
You play him this week?
No, he was asking, do you sit most of your starter? Right now, they got to keep playing.
Okay. Yeah.
They've got to keep playing because Minnesota is on the 2.5 games back.
Yeah, y'all can't do that. Y'all gotta play.
And they may not even if something happens and they lose Sunday, then that means they're gonna have to pretty much play their starters on the last 2 games. Just depending on what Minnesota does.
I think everybody got to play except for the last game, and even then, I worry about teams who sit guys. Like, never goes well. It never really goes well. You come in out of sync. Go ahead to sit guys that end up meeting Detroit in the first round. Have fun with that.
Yeah.
Have fun with that.
Yeah.
We were just talking. That's a shootout. Like, I don't want to see them having my guys having sat last week.
That's a grimy team right now.
Yeah, you don't want that. So I don't think. Yeah, you don't sit unless you got a stranglehold. You guys remember when
I was just telling my son about this Sunday. Cabo, man. They came back and looked flat.
That was bad. And they got killed for that. And I don't even think Cabo had anything to do with it, but it's just not playing. That didn't help.
Nah, it's the beginning of what we continue to see now, lack of focus from the team.
But yeah,
so we got the
interesting. Interesting that he's injured. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be that bad. Like I said, playoffs start today. He plays this week. I think he'll play hurt, soft, and I think then too. I think if he had to play this week, I think it'd be more accurate. Like, yeah, we have to worry about it because if he got to play with it freshly hurt, then I think he gonna play different and all that stuff. Like, he may not want to take those hits.
He's gonna play protected.
Yeah, but if he can sit the next couple weeks and just chill, and then maybe take a couple maybe a drive or two in that last game, I think he's fine. I don't think it's much to worry about. And like I said, Garner's one of the better backups in the league.
Yep, and he going up against a decimated secondary.
He gonna have himself a day.
Decimated.
And he going out there playing because he's playing for his coach. He was under what you call it? Yeah, no. Who just passed? Leach. Him and Leach had a connection.
That's right.
So
Washington State. I forgot about that.
He ain't been able to play since then. So he gonna come out gunslinging for Leach.
Who gonna come out gunslinging for Leach?
What up? Also, Minshew played for Leach back in the day. By the way, plenty of people play for. There was an oversight too. I've been meaning to mention this. There was an oversight when we did the Leach story. It was so sudden and so sad. Also, in like the same day or the day after, Paul Silas passed away, and we glossed over that. So I know that the NBA show and that we didn't have this plan, but also like rest in peace to Paul Silas and him and his family.
Definitely NBA champion, you know what I'm saying? NBA coach.
Yeah. One of the real genuine good dudes, and his son is coaching now too. And there was a great moment with
Houston with him and
Marnie, yeah. So that was beautiful to see.
More than basketball, man. Definitely more than basketball. You know, so prayers with the Styles family. That definitely did pass.
It went under the radar because of the heart attack is like aggressive, and Paul's older, so like, you know.
He's 82, right?
Yeah, like that. Though, I mean, we should never weigh a death against another one because that's never right. Like a life's a life, right. But yeah, I mean, when somebody dies of a heart attack, like a massive coronary, and he's still in the prime of coaching, and another one's retired and kind of been out of the spotlight a little bit,
right?
Things get pressed up differently. So, but yeah, rest in peace to another great coach, leader of men. We need more leaders of men. So.
I was not laughing at Mike Leach, sorry. I was laughing at the fact that they said Gardner Minshew going to light it up for him. Gardner Minshew about to get his ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? Hey, second
about to hang 40 on y'all.
Second news of the day clip. Former New England Patriot, now Los Angeles Charger, J.C. Jackson was booked at a Bristol County jail in House of Correction Monday in connection with a family issue. Fall River Police, he was booked in Fall River Court after a probate court appearance. The family issue,
non-violent family.
Non-violent, though, according to the Bristol County Sheriff's Office.
Make a little bit nervous about it, though. Non-violent.
Does he owe child support money?
Who knows? Where did he get booked? He said Fall River.
He got Fall River. He was in Fall River probate court. Yes.
Yeah, it's Fall River. You know that got to be child related.
Yeah.
It's like we from up here, man. Fall River. It's got to be like nothing happened for these players in Fall River except that. Like there's no other what else is in Fall River for these players?
Well, if it is child support, I don't know what's going on. He on his first season of a 5-year, $82.5 million contract.
Yeah, which means he's ducking, and that's probably what it is. She saw him get the bag and was like, "Wait a minute."
Well, you got to think about it too. He was in New England the last few years.
Yeah.
Now he's out west. There had to be something in between that went on. You know, him not being around. You know, yeah.
Definitely. Somebody's upset. He switched. He went to the left coast, called it the best coast, got a bag. Somebody's mad.
Pay up, buddy.
Pay up, JC, man. Hey.
You know what? You decide somebody screaming at him. Today's price is not yesterday's price, and that's what's going on right now. That's what's going on right now, man. So, you know. I think the more thing that I got to worry about this, just as a Patriots fan, just another Patriot connect in the news for negative. Like low key, I don't know if y'all realize, but we got 5 stories tonight.
Oh, we got a couple good stories on Patriots tonight.
Four of them related to the Patriots.
You got the Patriot way going on tonight.
None of it's good. Not a thing. Not one. None of it's like, oh, we may have a playoff spot open. None of it's good.
Is this withdrawals for no Super Bowl rings?
Man, that's what happened.
Everybody beating up each other.
This is the Super Bowl. It's a Super Bowl hangover, man. Like
definitely. AJ Dillon with a touchdown. Let's go, AJ, baby. I need that touchdown, AJ. In a lot of leagues, baby.
This is what happens when you can't raise trophies. You start not raising kids and raising Cain.
Can we go back to back? Can we go back to back? We're gonna do a New England Patriots.
I know. I'm here for it all.
We're gonna go back to back. I believe the Patriots back to back at one point.
Hey, look, I'm here for it all. I saw the call shit. I could have called out. I'm here for it all.
Next on the news of the day, shout out to Coach Lee for hell of a.
He lined me up today. Coach, you lined me up today. It's cool though. I mean, it's good. I guess you know what? I take that as I should have more input during the week, and I'll take that. I guess Because I got lined up today. I'm in the crosshairs.
It wasn't intentional.
Yo, out of basket anytime. They're actually yellow vanilla yogurt wearing jerseys. So boring. Pats with the best lateral of the year. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It is coming.
We're going to get there.
We're going to get there. But before we get there,
let's get
we
it.
have another former Patriot in trouble. And this stems from something that happened weeks ago. Former linebacker Willie McGinnis Jr. was arrested Monday in connection with an assault at a Southern California nightclub.
What are we, the Tebow Gators now? Like all these people, whole team's in trouble.
December 9th was when the incident occurred at a Hollywood club, and witnesses identified McGinnis as one of the people who were involved. He was arrested for investigation of assault with a deadly weapon after coming to the West Hollywood Sheriff's Station to give a statement about the incident. Now, I've seen the video. They pound this dude. Matter of fact, the guy, McGinnis and his crew pound the guy. The guy gets up, and before he can even react, McGinnis is on him. The crew's on him. McGinnis grabs a bottle and slaps.
He bottled him. Can't do that.
The guy's pants is already falling down and everything already. Guy's clearly intoxicated for the incident. And
why Willie out there beating people down barroom style? He's 51 years old.
Like, Willie, go home, bro. What are you doing?
Hold on, curl got the curls. Hold on, curls.
Come on, Mr. Good Hair.
He did get the Jerry curls. That's crazy.
Now he
like, Willie, you too old for this shit, man.
15-year pro when he did play. He played with New England and Cleveland, and he played college ball at the University of Southern Carolina. He felt like he was in college. He felt like it was throwback college day. You know what I'm saying? Sophomore Monday. And you know what I'm saying? He was partying too hard. Willie was partying too hard.
Willie, go home, man. What you doing? I don't even look. He get what he get. You can't be bottling people at 50. like, come on, man. Like,
I'm sorry.
That's not great.
He is from Long Beach, though.
Yeah, I guess so. You can take him out of Long Beach, but you can't take the Long Beach out of him, huh?
Hey, yo, hey, Uncle Snoop, go talk to him, man. Go give him some Snoop loops, man. And, you know, tell him to chill out.
Yeah, that's I can see that. I ain't gonna pop on out him on here. Long Beach cats a little different. I had a boss that was from Long Beach, and really nice, cordial guy at work. Went to a bar with him outside of work, and he proceeded to tell me that make sure that you got your phone charged up just in case you got to run, or make sure you got somebody's phone number memorized, because this particular time he went was watching a college football game. Not trying to tell too much information, but he said that he goes to jail every year in this robbery game. This is a professional guy.
He's the one acting professionally. Now imagine if he's not professional. Oh man! And the answer to your question is Johnson. Say that up.
Oh man!
It postponed though. It wasn't released. The sheriff's statement said it was not postponed. Had an attorney to comment on his allegation. So Willie's a free man. You know.
Yeah, for now he posted bail. They know he's not gonna run. He's a big star. They see him everywhere.
Set out of court.
Yeah, he'll settle out. Like that dude, he got bottled. He was drunk.
Isn't he on the NFL Network? Isn't he?
Yeah. I was just about to ask that.
You won't see him
not after that video. He won't be.
You won't see him. He gonna be with Donovan McNabb on the pink slip line.
They can start their own network. Just...
Terrell Davis.
Yeah. Ex-cons. Man. Well, Willie, come on, Willie, go home.
Come on, Willie, go home, man. We all know why. And then
stay out the club, man. Why are you in the club at 50? I mean, look, I get it. Look, I ain't gonna tell a man how to spend his money, how to have a good time, but
you should be beating up people at 51.
Yeah, like not to mention, like you gotta at 51 with that type of bread, you got an entourage that they beat people up for you. That's what they did for. I never understood when stars feel the need for themselves to throw down. Like, yo, like,
yeah, he should have a crash test done.
yeah, unless you a rapper, which you got to prove it at least just the one time, then like you Willie, you moving like the baby right now, bro. Like you out here doing too much. Like you don't you ain't got to do this, man. Like we already seen it. Like we know you about it. Just
and all these
Long Beach.
Patriot long over hangover, man. Patriot way. It's the Patriot way. This is what it is, man.
None of us doing good right now, apparently.
Julian Edelman was bent at the game yesterday. Heated in regards to what happened. I'm like, Julian, man, I thought you was a calm, cool cat at times. You know what I'm saying? It's a jokester, you know, with people depending on. But I've never
Julian's
seen
a psychopath.
No, I know that, but I've never seen he was bent. He's over there.
Yeah, he was bent. Like he can get like he was pounding. He was mad. He just watched his team lose for no dumb reason.
Rowdy, man.
Mind you, this is the guy who loves Brady but wouldn't follow Brady. That's how much of a Patriots guy he is. He wouldn't follow Brady.
True.
He wouldn't follow. So like when he sees his team literally throw a game away, I don't blame him. I just wouldn't have got himself caught on camera like that. But yeah.
Las Vegas was a site yesterday for money getters, money losers, and itching and head scratching decisions that were made yesterday. Ending to the New England Patriot Las Vegas Raiders game yesterday. Wide receiver Jacoby Myers gifted the Raiders with a victory and provided the NFL one of the most craziest finishes ever, thanks to an almost unthinkable lateral blunder. Now you think of with a few seconds left going into overtime, you're thinking of need a ball, potentially Hail Mary. Most of the time you just down the ball and go to OT, but that's not what the Patriots did. Tied with 3 seconds left in regulation, and Ramondre Stevenson took a carry downfield before flipping the ball back to Myers. The Patriot wideout then elected to make a lateral back to quarterback Mac Jones. However, Chandler Jones launched the pack and plucked the football and ran it back 48 yards. I'm sorry. But before he ran it, he destroyed who? Mac
Jones. Mac Jones got hit by a Mac truck.
The CTE lateral.
Yeah.
Now, when you looked on the screen last night, you clearly thought the game was going to OT. When you seen the Raiders celebrating at the end, you're like, how the hell did we get here? Chandler Jones, and quote, I was just trying to catch my breath. When I got in the end zone, I was just standing there and all my teammates were just pushing me in every different direction. I really couldn't breathe. I couldn't see much, and I guess we won the game. It was wild.
Yeah, he was just confused as everybody else watching. Nobody understood what just happened. Like I said, I'm pretty sure at that moment, Jacoby Myers' whole entire family was tied up somewhere in the basement. And he got the call. And he made the appropriate play. Like, imagine if somebody bet the house on the Patriots last night, and then you see that happen.
I think it was, I saw
you gotta hit the Tobin and call it a day. You gotta hit the Tobin and call it a life. Like that's crazy, man. I can't imagine what he was thinking. I love Bill. Bill was just like, oh, well, the play didn't work. I was like, yeah, you damn Skippy, it didn't. I don't understand from any angle. I don't expect Bill to. He don't really throw people under the bus. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He said they throw that ball when he asked why they didn't go for the Hail Mary.
Matt could throw that ball, but he also said that the play didn't work.
Yeah,
but that means he called the play, and I'm like, why? Who called that play and why? And who decided? Look, cool. Even if you call on the play, was the play to throw it back to Mac Jones for what? What was he gonna do with it? What was he gonna do with it? You just said he couldn't throw it far enough. So what was he gonna do with it when you threw it back? You was throwing for him to run?
Matt Damon.
Yo.
Taylor put back on this great.
That every team that lost yesterday in disappointing fashion or the weekend, the Patriots said to everybody, hold my beer.
For real.
Literally. That's what all I could think of is like, damn, is there more losses and more victories in the NFL? Because there's a lot of teams that felt their loss wasn't as bad as this one last night. Like, it's terrible. And mind you, they are playing for playoff position.
Playoff spot. And Miami lost. Miami lost.
So you had a chance to go over on Miami or closer to Miami, going into the game against Miami coming up.
I'm pretty sure we both would have been 8-6.
It's devastating because you don't want that to be the reason why you
the Jets lost, right? And the Jets lost because Jets lost to the Lions.
Yep.
They would have capitalized on all that yesterday. So just picture that. Yeah, and I said this early in the season, like I said this a couple weeks ago too, that they've been so good for so long and they just play to compete and be competitive, and you see them go. You've never seen the Patriots in 20 years, even if they went to overtime, do anything like that. It's usually down the ball. We got a better team. We're going to win this. And I understand that the team's not as good as it's been there, but you're playing the Las Vegas Raiders. They're going to give the game to you. And
the last move I seen like this was only a couple of years back when we had Gronk out there on a Hail Mary. And he got Miami in the last game of the season.
And then Drake cut the corner.
Yep, and burnt them.
Crazy. So I just like, and that's a defensive I mean,
that one's even more on Bill because that's his defense.
Yeah, that's Gronk on defense.
But I don't understand this play yesterday. Like, I thought, honestly, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, they went rogue. But the way Coach talked about it seemed like that it was a play. And
it was a play?
That's just the look. He may
maybe initially. I don't know about that last part, that last lateral.
Bill may not have. Maybe he's just covering for the team.
I can see that.
Because look, it's levels to it. Because he can be like, nah, that wasn't the play. But then that means Patricia wilded out, and you made the choice to have Patricia there, so that comes back to him anyway. So maybe he just is like, I'll take the lesser of the two evils, and just be like, the play didn't work.
Right, because I'm gonna keep my job next year. One of these other guys probably not. Hey, we can live with it.
You're like, this dude's gonna be gone next year, regardless. If I say this to on him, then he really not gonna get another job, probably. I don't know, man. The way he talked about it was as if it was a play that was called, which then I have even more questions than what originally happened. Because
that should have been improved himself.
Yeah, that doesn't make it better that it was a play called. If it's a play that wasn't called, that I could just see in the heat of the moment, like the young boy Stevenson just tossed to Jacoby. Maybe you can make a couple cuts more, and maybe we'll get a breakaway the way, just like the play that Drake, when Drake finished on us, maybe something like that happens for Jacoby if I throw it back to him. And then maybe in that moment, Jacoby just wilded out. But if you actually call that play, then I got a million more questions. Like, why? They all start with why, though. Like why would you call that play?
I mean, at first the play looked the Stevenson's got
the run was crazy.
And then when it became was just like the lateral process. Like, you have to learn, in Jacoby's case, when to stop lateraling the football. And you got to realize, too, the scoreboard and all that. So it was a mental flood on all these players and all after the first lateral, because it's ridiculous. Like, once Ramondre knew that he couldn't do anything much, out of bounds, man. And
call it a day. It was it. The play was dead. Call it a day. And then Jacoby, once you get the ball as a veteran on the team, literally, I don't know, not even a veteran, as a person who's played football before, like why would you ever make the play that you ended up making?
Corey Myers and Mac Jones, Keanu Reeves, and Orlando Jones.
Replacements.
Hey,
that's a good movie, man. Was it Tyler Falco? The quarterback Falco.
Falco, man. Falco's the man. Mac Jones, Falco, man. Both had.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but we needed Uncle Rico to throw that deep ball, and this whole play would never happen.
Well, you'll get your little man, Uncle Rico, on Saturday and Gardner Minshew. You know what I'm saying? You get
Rico.
the real Uncle Rico over there.
I'm telling you, you're gonna hang 40 on y'all.
Hang 40 on us from behind shit. You ain't listening to that. Ain't no 40 being hung over here.
All right, watch. Clip it.
I'm ready to go into a break, man.
Yes, sir.
Ready to go into a break and we get back here, man. We roll through.
I need a break. It's been just shit on the Patriots hour. I need some time.
Yes, you do. You need to talk to Bill Belichick and say, what the hell was that again?
I will not. I will look. I wear a hoodie. I will not be speaking to the hoodie after that play.
Trap game for Dakota. Definitely was a trap game for all of us. You know what I'm saying? And
no, he means next. He means next week.
No, it's no trap game. We already went through the trap. We went through 3 weeks of the trap. Hold on. We was in the trap. We was in people's hoods.
More trap.
People's hoods doing what we do, and then we got caught up. That's what happened.
Trap music.
The trap's over now. Now it's reality now.
No, it's not.
You know,
because now you got Philly with their quarterback out, but it's still Philly, and they got
is that
more
Mr.
trap.
Bagley talking?
More trap.
Is that Mr. Bagley talking?
It has to be.
Who's that talking?
He said Dakota. It has to be.
Oh yeah. It's him.
All right, Mr. Bagley. Worry about y'all situation over in Baltimore. Worry about y'all situation. I've been nice.
And break. To the commercial.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's cornerback Delvin Breaux here from your favorite team, New Orleans Saints. I just want to go ahead on and give a shout out to STWF Media for allowing me to come on and talk about my testimony, my story, and also talk fantasy football. I just want to say thank you, man, for the honor. I appreciate you, man. Y'all make sure y'all tune in tonight at 7:30 Central Time. Bro Show out.
That's bad at it. Man. Best division time taking at these damn divisions. It's getting nut cutting time right now. Got 3 weeks left in the season, regular season. People are starting to jockey and move for their positions because people already got the division sold up. Let's dive into this, man. AFC East. Buffalo has clinched. No, they haven't clinched yet, have they?
Buffalo has clinched I believe they have clinched the playoff spots.
That's right. They haven't clinched the division yet because they're only 3 games up on Miami. And yeah. So Buffalo's at 11-3, Miami's at 8-6, New England's at 7-7, and the Jets are at 7-7.
I mean, yeah, it's just still the second. I mean, yeah, second best division in football. It would have been even better if our last news story didn't happen, but but it did. So here we are. Even though the records were closer at times, this has always been Buffalo's division to lose this year. Miami came back to earth, which was the one team we weren't sure, like, if they were going to come back to earth or not. We knew the Jets would probably come back to earth, and New England they didn't come back to earth so much as started winning, and then, they are who we thought they were.
Right.
Yeah.
How you feeling about your squad's chances of making the postseason?
Look, man, it was a lot better about 24 hours ago. I think
they got a 28% chance to make it.
Yeah, they went into that. If they had won that game, it would have been 42 or like something higher than that. Like, it was looking real good if they had won that game. Now it's gonna take some work because now we got to win within the division as well as have them lose some games. I feel like, especially because Baltimore won't, like, they keep winning despite themselves. Yeah, I mean, look, we still got a shot. We're not completely out of it. I know Tennessee's going to take their division probably, and they're 7-7. Yeah, I don't know. I don't love the chances. I still think we have a shot. Look, I'm in a world of hurt right now, fellas. I don't know because we should have won that game last night, and the fact that we didn't and how we lost, I don't know if I can trust this team at all in any way. I don't know what they're going to bring week to week. I don't know what they're gonna
Right.
do. I do know that I have no faith in Mac. The only thing that I had faith in was that we would be well coached, and we are not. So, yeah, I guess if you maybe put a number on it, my
What
number.
is this Belichick way of thumbing his nose at Kraft on his way out?
He is so petty that I wouldn't put it past him. Like, as good of a coach as he is one of the most petty human beings I think ever. So yeah, maybe. I have zero faith. I wear the hat. Fuck, that's my team. Like, you know what I mean, that's my guys. But I have zero faith right now in anything that they're doing. I don't know what to believe or what to trust. Nothing. I just hope for the best, I guess.
Go to the cream of the crop. Buffalo's the cream of the crop in this division. There's going to be a lot of interesting things that happens in this last 3 weeks of the season. Got a lot of teams battling for that last spot, including New England. Got the Jets, Jacksonville, and Jacksonville is looking good, and their schedule is looking
Where they are.
You know what I'm saying? So, teams like the Chargers slip up or Miami slip up. It can help either the Jets or the Patriots if they win, or it can help Jacksonville. So the Patriots right now got to get in the philosophy like, hey, we played subpar this season. What we achieved.
There was a point in this season where if any of those teams slipped up, you would have thought Patriots would have been the team that could have slid in there. Right. But now record-wise, they still have that ability. I don't trust them anymore. So
Cincinnati, Buffalo, the Patriots' last 3 games, so it's gonna be
good luck.
We just struggled with a game against the Raiders and then blew it in crazy fashion. I don't know what this team's capable of.
We shall see. AFC North, Cincinnati at 10-4, Baltimore 9-5, Cleveland 6-8, Pittsburgh 6-8.
I think you can go first too.
Just to see that Cincinnati finally hurdled Baltimore. All it took was for Lamar and the Ravens to be more humble than what they were. You know what I'm saying, to get that. But shout out to Cincinnati on the excellent football they've been playing. Played another great game yesterday after falling behind early. It is what it is, man. Just got to keep it now. You got Baltimore one more time. You don't want Baltimore to win out and then beat you. So your focus should be on locking this division down. You're pretty much going to be in a situation where you're probably second through fourth, depending on the situation. You could end up in 5th, 6th. But I don't think you'll fall that far because Baltimore, I don't know what they'll do. Lost the game this weekend. Shout out to them. I can't really say anything about it, but the picture this division was healthy straight up, and they had their situations right from the year start. This could have probably been one of the best divisions in football, with the exception of Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh still competing, winning games. Deshaun Watson had a situation in Cleveland. This could have definitely been one of the best divisions in football as I look at it now, the way teams are performing and playing.
If they kept Baker, maybe they'd be in a better spot with the Cleveland Browns. Low key, it's very possible that the Bengals are the best team in the AFC right now.
Yes.
The way they're playing, they're hot.
On a game out of the top seed.
They're playing hot. They're going to get a top seed.
Winners of 6 in a row?
6 in a row. They got everybody. Chase is back now. That defense has stepped up and looked a lot better than it has. Also, the defense looks a little better than the Bills defense. And the Bills defense is supposed to be the cream of the crop. But right now, now I do worry about the Bengals defense because they got a couple guys hurt that are key. Hendricks is hurt, or is it Hendricks or Kendricks? I think it's Hendricks. Hendrickson. And then Hubbard got hurt last night.
And they still got Buffalo the second to last game.
That's gonna be a shootout.
Monday night game too.
Ooh, a good Monday night game. There we go.
Yes, sir.
Right there. Then we're gonna have to maybe we do that show early so we can catch that game.
Right.
Listen, it's gonna be interesting. AFC WAC. I mean the AFC South. You know what I'm saying? Which it's
still up in the air.
Into the season race. You know what I'm saying? Because Tennessee's not who we thought they were. But Tennessee
Lost 4 in a row.
7 at 500. Jacksonville 6-8. Indianapolis 4-9. Houston 1-12-1. And one almost could have. You know what I'm saying? But they got the East side, Houston, which is eliminated, so they're no longer in contention. But no, man, Indy gave up a game this weekend to the Vikings. Tennessee lose that game yesterday to the Chargers.
Yep.
And then you got Jacksonville, the team that's, the hottest in the division right now.
Won 3 out of the last 4 games.
Including against the boys.
We didn't ask you all that.
Noah Brown gave him an early Christmas gift yesterday. Shout out to Noah on giving the quarterback of the Jacksonville Jaguars a great interception. But worst division in football still.
Worst? No, they're not the worst. No, were they ever the worst? No, they weren't the worst. No, they were never the worst. We know who the worst is. It's not them. But I think Jacksonville might sneak up and steal this. I think they got momentum right now. I think I thought for sure it was gonna happen when I saw Tannehill get hurt during the game. It looked bad. Like they threw him on the cart and everything. But he came back out and played.
I think Jacksonville is going to win this division. I think
they might.
They're going to beat Houston Saturday.
Sounds about right.
Then they got Dallas and finish at Jacksonville.
Jacksonville faces who?
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Last game of the season, they play each other, so it's going to match up perfectly.
Yeah, that's going to be fun because that game is going to be for the division.
It's some good theatrics at the end of the season. That's what I like about it.
No, sitting your guys play. You got to play.
Got to play. People playing good money watch these games.
Absolutely.
Sir.
Even though they may be predetermined.
Kawhi Leonard.
We don't care about the regular season. We just want the playoffs. I know a team that's ready for the playoffs to go. That's a team in the AFC West. That is the Kansas City Chargers. The Texans kept up with them yesterday.
The Kansas City Chargers, huh?
Oh, Kansas City Chiefs, sorry.
I was going to let you make it, too.
Hold on. You know why? I see Kansas City, and I see the Y, and I look under, and I see the LA Chargers. But the Kansas City Chiefs at 11-3, Chargers at 8-6, Vegas at 6-8, and Denver with the East side eliminated at 4-10. Kansas City waiting for the playoffs to start, man. This division's been a wrap.
Yeah, because only bad things can happen while they wait. They just want to get it over with.
Yes, indeed. You know what I'm saying? Like, get us to second week in January.
Bad things like going into overtime with Texas.
And you got Patrick Mahomes' wife all over social media talking about how bad the refs are. My husband's getting hit. Watch till he sees the video. He's gonna be a mad person. Like, dude, this is football. Sunday.
You don't want them to draw some attention to him to not get calls now.
Yeah, they need to stop putting the camera or mic in front of her.
Right. Jackson was last year. Jackson stopped. Jackson chilling, and now it's the wife.
That's because he can threaten Jackson. I will beat your ass if you don't shut up. He can't do that to wifey. So like he gotta just deal with what she do. Yeah, she need to chill out though, before she make things harder for Mahomie.
Definitely.
This is an easy one. This is a runaway division champ. I do wonder, though, if the Chargers are going to make things interesting across the rest of the AFC in terms of who goes where. Because, like I said, so they're 8-6. Miami's 8-6. Then you got 7-7s behind them with the Jets in New England. And you got Baltimore 9-5. And then a winner has to come out of that South. So the Chargers are they're gonna be the ones that may hold the key of what happens.
Pay attention right now. Now, if they losing, it's interesting though. You got a lot of 6 and 8 teams under there, man. That just waiting on one of these teams to stumble. Ultimately, stumble.
Yeah, but they like for the 6 and 8 teams to happen, it's gonna require like both the Patriots and the Jets to flunk If we all here believe that Jacksonville is going to end up taking this division, then that means Tennessee will also have to flop because they're still up there ahead of that the 6 and 8 teams. And then you got the Chargers as well. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not going to say that the 6 and 8 teams are out of it, but I'll be damned if I think the Cleveland or Pittsburgh or Las Vegas have a real shot moving forward. It's going to take some other guys really dropping the ball here.
Patriots' last 3 games are hell. You know, that's hell. The Patriots' last 3 games are hell. The Jets,
who they got?
Cincinnati, Miami, Buffalo.
Right, but 2 of those games are in division, which that means they kind of control their destiny. They just got to win.
They controlled their destiny yesterday. Are we sure we want to control them after we've seen? I mean,
you're doubling down on the question of do I have faith in my Patriots, and I've already answered that no.
The Jets still got Jacksonville, Seattle, and Miami.
So that Jets Jacksonville game is interesting because that's important. That game actually, important.
And that's what I'm saying. It could be pinned down. So these 6 and 8 teams start rolling, start with thing. Boom, depending on the schedule. It's all scheduling to me. We're gonna see who's gonna get, but Jacksonville right now looks like the team that could sneak in if it's not the Patriots or the Jets, because the Patriots and Jets are, you know what I'm saying, behind the 4 right now.
I think it's funny. I think the Jacksonville Jaguars are who the Jets wish they were, not record-wise, but like who they thought they were going to be in terms of building. And now that Jacksonville's coming up, I think they're going to win that game. It's going to be a fun game, actually. Who would have thought that the Jacksonville Jaguars and Jets game in week, 16 or 15 was going to be an exciting game?
Well, you had the chance to take Trevor Lawrence number 1, and who you take number 1? I mean, you took number 2. You took number 2?
Nah, yeah, he went 2. Trevor went 1.
Oh, Trevor went 1 or whatever the case was. But yeah, that's the ultimate when it comes down to. It comes down to, you know, ultimately not thinking right and falling in the position where you didn't get number 1. Now, the reason why you may lose this game to Jacksonville may be because of the quarterback position, because we don't know who the quarterback is going to be for the Jets. Mike White looks like he got obliterated a few weeks ago.
Yeah, he's still.
I'll be surprised if he plays this week. And he's
still counting. He's still counting ribs. You guys remember Urban Meyer? That's hilarious, right?
NFC East. I guess it's the best division of football. You know, Cowboys. Eagles look good. Giants made the Commanders go back into reality. But in all,
no, I don't buy that. They didn't do that. The refs did that.
Refs did that, yeah.
I mean.
But then again, it shouldn't come down to one play.
I'm saying, for all that happened and went down and have it on, are y'all really going to be hot at the Commanders? Because I don't care. I don't give 2 hells about the goddamn Commanders and how they got froosed and house yesterday. We have concerns of our own. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm just more interested if a division can send 4 teams. I'm excited to see if that can happen. That's all I'm really worried about.
It's still a possibility.
I know it is. That's why I like. It's interesting to me. That's all.
See, looking at the chances, now Washington dropped down to 31% chance, and now they're saying Seattle might get that last spot. They got a 39% chance.
Philly 13-1.
Detroit with a 30.
10-4.
I think I could possibly see Detroit. They can. We're gonna talk about Detroit in detail when we get to their division.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is coming up.
What's the percentage? If you got 1 to 100 right now, you got 1 to 100. What's the percentage that all 4 of these teams in the NFC East make the playoffs?
I mean,
put it on the scale.
There's only
Dallas is in, Philly's in.
Yeah,
Giants got an 88% chance.
Giants would have to royally blow it, which they're capable of, but I don't think they're gonna.
See, the Giants, their last 3 games, they have at Minnesota.
Okay, that's a loss.
At home against Indy, should win that, and then at Philly.
Oh, yeah, Giants might be out of here. Who Washington got left after that?
Washington has, they have at San Francisco.
They got Philly too, right?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
At San Francisco,
Rough.
home against Cleveland,
Win.
and home against Dallas.
Oh.
So
I
they
don't
can,
think I don't think they win any of those 3 games. I don't think they win any of those 3 games.
You think Cleveland gets them?
Yeah.
Y'all hating on my man Heineke, man. I'm not feeling it.
I'm not hating on Heineke, bro.
Oh,
it has nothing to do with Heineke. Heineke's been playing for what he's got in the season and everything's going on. He's played exceptional football. The problem is the team that you're playing for. And ultimately, when it comes to it, they are blessed to be in a position right now, and that's because of Taylor Heineke. They are blessed to be,
Man, you're blessed because of what's his name? Y'all blessed to be in y'all position too. Y'all backup held y'all down for how many wins?
4. He
What was that?
4
months ago?
Right. Take away 4 of those wins. Where y'all at?
2 months ago, we probably got those.
You know what? Take away the 4 wins.
Take away 3 of those, and y'all Washington.
No, how do you know that? You guys still put the outcome
or New England.
What happened?
Or New England.
Or New England. Minus a lateral.
It could be the Saints too, but we ain't going that far.
Yeah. Anywho, interested. All right, so next we got
the North. You got the North.
Who's the Kings of the North? Kings of the North right now are the Vikings.
Vikings, and they have clinched their division.
Locked up.
Saturday's win, so they're 11-3. Detroit still trying to scream for a playoff spot, 7-7. Green Bay at 5-8, playing right now, and Chicago at 3-11. So the Vikings.
Detroit is the story here. The real story here is Detroit.
Yes.
Also, it's interesting that they're 3-1 in their division as well as Minnesota. They're both 3-1 in the division, so their losses came from outside. They've been in some close games too.
So Detroit last 3 games.
Yep.
At Carolina Saturday, home against Chicago, and at Green Bay.
Yeah, so
they can win out easily.
Yeah, they could. Oh, that's what's coming. I thought you said that. Okay. When you said last 3 games, I thought you were saying the ones they just played. And I'm like, well, then because I'm looking at the 3-game winning streak. Nah, so their last 3 games are cakewalks if they want it, if they just bring it. That could make them a 10-17.
Sneak in there.
Sneaky.
Yes, they did.
Man, listen, Detroit's season's gonna end in a virtual Green Bay Packers, man. That's
well,
how
they can't all end too. Like who you got going to the playoffs then? You saying Washington's done?
Washington's done.
The Giants are done because
I didn't say the Giants. I didn't say the Giants were done.
No. You didn't say it, but if you look at who they're facing, it's pretty much the same thing that the Washington's facing in terms of who they face.
Giants got a hard schedule.
Yeah, Giants got a hard their road's hard, bro.
Who Giants playing?
At Minnesota, home against Indy, and at Philly.
Yeah, they got.
They can go 1-2.
Philly, who's going to host the game?
If they go 1
who's going to host the game? Philly's going to host the game because they're already going to be in contention. They're going to be Indy. Minnesota, after a comeback this week, Kirk going to be Kirk this week.
So
Minnesota.
You got the Giants. So you got the Giants going to 11 wins. All right.
Giants and the Seattle Seahawks are going to take those spots. Or yeah, that's all.
All right. Yeah. All right. Like at least he called it. I was confused for a while there. Like, who the hell is he sending to the playoffs? He's saying he's knocking teams off. He ain't adding them on. But nah, I got you. All right, that's what's up.
Nah, I mean, I got faith in the Lions too, man. I just don't like that last season matchup playing against the Packers if they have to play to get in. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard and hostile on the Detroit Lions.
Here's the thing though. Anyway. By then the Packers should be mathematically eliminated, which means
and that's the scary part about it. That's the scary part about it because Detroit.
You think love?
Listen, Detroit has rambled in the last month to get some wins, some fandom and all that. And all that can happen is for the Lions to become the Lions again in a game that's meaningless against a guy like Jordan Love if the Packers are mathematically done. That's all I'm saying.
So basically, the Cowboys theory.
If you say that, yeah.
That's the Stephen A. Smith Cowboys theory. that no matter how good they get, that just only makes the fall like higher. All right. Well,
So Green Bay is up 10-6 right now.
yeah.
Then they got at Miami,
Loss.
home against Minnesota,
Loss.
and home against Detroit.
Loss. Yeah, they done. Green Bay's done. They're gonna be mathematically probably next week.
It's gonna be a funny way to end the season, man. It's gonna be a funny ending to the season, man. We've seen a bunch of funny stuff already.
Yeah,
If you don't want to see anything funnier.
It's been a goofy season, man.
I'm okay.
Straight up goofy.
I'm okay. We have to kind of go into games like this because we don't know how games are gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna keep my hat on to whatever possibly can happen. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a matter if I'm okay. It's a matter of are these teams gonna be okay on the day they gotta play these games. I'm not playing. You know what I'm saying? I can put money in to say a team's gonna win this and that. I can sit here and watch the games comfortably.
And shout out to Fields, man, who's playing on that bum ass squad, but rushing his behind off. I think he broke 1,000 yards this week.
Yeah.
If they ever put anything around that kid, he's going to be special.
They won't. They are the Bears.
They're Bears. That's what they do. So, or don't do, however you want to view it.
But
yeah, he deserves a shout out.
The Dirty South.
Dirty South, the worst division in football. This is what I'm talking about.
South. Tampa Bay at 6-8.
It's an average of 5 wins per
the rest
team.
Of the season division 5-9. You know, 1 game behind. All they need to do is for Tampa to slip 1 game.
and they in that bitch.
You know what's funny? So Unc was 14-3. My new question is how long is it going to take them to win 14 games from this point?
Hold on.
I'm saying moving forward in time from this moment. How long will it take them to win 14 games?
2 years.
It really could, man. They could do this whole thing again next year, and then they still wouldn't be at the 14-3.
Exactly.
My Lord.
That's funny.
Oh,
man.
What happened?
One of these teams will host the playoff.
Did I shake his cage?
Yeah, probably so.
I don't think. We know at the end of the day, none of these teams are probably going to jump over Tampa Bay. I
don't know, man. I'm looking at Tampa's schedule. They got for Tampa, they got at Arizona. That's a dub.
Yeah.
They got home against Carolina. That's a dub.
Jesus.
More than likely.
Yeah,
and at Atlanta. So they can win out.
God, they just
Tampa Bay's been so inconsistent.
Yeah, but they're playing the only other teams that are more inconsistent, pretty much. Like the Carolina Panthers are terrible. I mean, I don't even know how these. I'm looking at these teams.
And to their defense, they have played some pretty hard competition.
How did
they lost to San Fran?
How do these teams have 5 wins? Even like Atlanta
playing each other.
Yeah, seriously. Atlanta rolled out Mariota as a starting quarterback this year.
Atlanta started okay this year. They started decent.
Did they?
Carolina's probably done. They got home against Detroit. That's a loss.
Yeah.
At Tampa Bay, could be a loss. And at New Orleans. I think New Orleans can beat them as well. So they could lose out.
Tampa Bay. This is put like this. Tampa Bay will be hosting a playoff game with a losing record.
Yo, the only reason that all these teams aren't going to lose out is because they play each other.
Now,
that's
New Orleans, they got a little harder schedule. We got at Cleveland. Watson's playing better. He gives them a chance to win, rather. They got at Philly.
Loss.
And they
got quarterback. They lose that game.
Home against Carolina. Now, we all know if somehow New Orleans gets in the playoffs,
oh my God,
you know how much crap gonna be in the group.
Unbearable.
We cannot let that happen.
No, as a
and they've been quiet all year.
As a united front, like for America, this can't happen. We got to stop it. It's not good.
What's up, Nate?
James Winston back in. You put James Winston back in, it might happen.
My guy Nate. all the way from Australia.
Shout out to Nate. What's going on with you, dog?
Salute.
It's good, brother, man.
Yes, they are. They're gonna be loud and obnoxious.
We got the
eight.
last but not least, NFC West, San Fran.
This is the shoulda, coulda, woulda. This is the shoulda, coulda, woulda division.
Yeah.
Sure.
Preseason favorite is the best division too.
Yeah, it shoulda, coulda, woulda.
But Geno's probably the best quarterback in the division right now.
San Fran clinched their division.
Hey, put some respect on Purdy's name.
Put some respect on Mike Shanahan's name.
Purdy.
Right.
Seattle at 7-7, Rams at 4-9, Arizona with the East side eliminated 4-10. Like you said, on paper, said might have been the best division in football as the season was, starting. But now looking at it, we call it the South, the worst division. Yeah, that might be the worst division, but the way these last two bottom teams are playing, man, they deserve to be in the South. Literally. Rams, I don't know what kind of liquor they drinking to keep them still drunk. What's happening? In Arizona, man.
Well, Rams are just beat down by injury. Like, all their best players are dead. They're all hurt. This was an issue during the season, even when they got up. Yeah, but I just feel like eventually they could have came around and got some more wins. But, like, when that moment would have started happening, they no longer had the players to do it.
Well, keep it real. What was really that moment, though? That's what I'm saying. Because what was really that moment?
Whenever is the moment. Like, when was the moment for Detroit? When was the moment for any team to come back?
What I'm saying is Detroit, though they're playing all right, Detroit been playing like this kind of all season. The Rams, though, from opening tip
was bad.
It was a drunk hungover. And that's where I'm saying, when did we say, hey, we gave them down at the champions, you know what I'm saying? But in reality, it kind of was already a wrap.
I mean, they had some injuries early too. Like, they had to get some guys back, and once they came back, the problem is that the other guys got hurt too. That's what I'm saying. Like,
that older defense too, man. I said this too. For Cecil, I said this defense is not going to be what it was last year. They're older now. People got to think about that. They're older and definitely look older this season. They sure do look older.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Will.
Yo,
I want to answer your question.
Go for it.
Because it was a good question. When was that moment for Detroit?
What was that moment?
When it lost to Buffalo.
You think so?
When it lost to Buffalo, it took Buffalo to the end. Crazy ass play to win the game. If it hadn't been for that, and they only lost by 3.
Gave them confidence.
If it hadn't been for that loss, if it hadn't been for that game, they'd be on a 7-game winning streak.
That's crazy. Yeah, it gave them confidence. They were like, you know what? We just hung with the team that's supposed to be the best team in the league, or one of them anyway. So, yeah, man, that defense still needs work. But matter of fact, let me see something right quick. I want to see Detroit. Yeah, that's crazy. Their point differential is 5. They put up 369 points. Only Dallas, Philly. Yeah, only Dallas and Philly have scored more points than them. But they let up almost just as many.
But what's crazy is Minnesota's got a 2-point differential, but they got a 4-game lead.
Right. They won some close games, but also when they lost, they got smacked. That was the problem.
Yeah,
the few of their losses, they got smacked around.
Definitely Detroit defense that lost them.
Yeah, Philly beat them 24-7. Dallas beat them 40-3.
A lot of Detroit's games were close. Yeah. A lot of Detroit's games. This been happening. See, everyone thought that when people were picking Detroit early this year, that they thought, it's because of Hard Knocks. Really, I mean, maybe for some people it was, but the reason that I picked Detroit to be a sleeper this year was because last year they had a bad record, but they had lost like 8 or 9 games within 3 points. So like they were in all of those games. They just happened to look. They couldn't close.
The old Chargers method. The old Chargers method.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
No, you're right.
Dan Campbell. Shout out to my man Josh, man. Josh loved Dan Campbell last year. I got it on the window. We fell in love with Dan Campbell. This as a coaching standpoint.
Yeah, he's a nut.
Yeah, he's a nut.
He's a nut. Like you gotta love those type of coaches, man. Because like they'll run through the wall for you, even and then you can run through the wall for them. But like, yeah, he's a nut. Like, and he fell on every grenade. Like I remember when they were losing and whatever, every grenade he didn't throw a single guy or coordinator or ref under the bus all last year. Every loss he took, he blamed himself. He blamed what they were doing as a staff. Like he was like, "That's on me. That's on me." Like you gotta. He's a player's coach, man. Like he's a nut. So those type of guys. Now those guys are they either crash and burn real hard, or if they're good enough coaches, they rally the troops. And I think he's got his team's ear, at least for sure. He like they want to play for him. Now they got to get the talent to back it up. They got to get. Honestly, that team isn't far away, man. They put a couple solid defenders out there. A couple more, yeah. Like that offense is ready right now. That their offense right now is ready to contend with most teams. They can shoot it out with almost anybody. It's just that their defense is going to give you plenty of points. So, yeah. Fun, man. Fun. But, yeah, I bounced us out of the wrong division. Yeah, the West. San Fran, it's theirs to win, which is surprising. Remember, it seemed like just a couple weeks ago that this team was in second place, or maybe, not third place, but they were in second place.
Yeah.
And their record didn't look all that great.
When they beat Seattle, that sees the division right there.
They got
all the air out of Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We were just waiting for them to get acclimated with what they have. I mean, since then there's another injury that's occurred with Deebo Samuel, but I mean,
they're playing through all of it too, man.
Third string quarterback,
and we're gonna continue to see them rise as the playoffs go. Their defense is interesting. This is what they're saying about teams that play against the 49ers. Teams that played the 49ers the week after are 1-12 this season.
So they beating teams.
Yeah, they beating them up, man.
So they giving you the recipe by beating them up, and then the next week they're drunk still to the point where
they whooping your ass to the point where you tired the next week.
They have a championship caliber defense.
Yeah. And they have an offense that is very tricky and weird to deal with. Yeah, a lot of movement, a lot of they can run the ball.
Remnants of a West Coast offense.
If they get healthy, they got to get Deebo back. And honestly, this team could win. This team could win it the way the Ravens won with Trent. And Purdy can play, man. He's not a slouch.
Nope, not at all.
So that should be fun to watch.
Ready for our last break, fellas?
That's what they say.
About that time.
What they say, man. What we say is 15 to 20. Go grab a drink, grab a little snack, and be right back.
Future, huh? Future Purdy.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Be right back.
Potentially could be, man.
Trey Lance rolling over in his bed. His hospital bed.
We be back by 15, 20. Hold on to your butts.
What's up, world? Kyrie Robinson, man. New Orleans Saints veteran. Hey, man, make sure you guys go check out my guy, man, STWF, the media, man. Check them guys out. Y'all want to get sports talks with players, with fans, anything like that, man, go check them guys out, man. That's the place to be if you want to talk sports. Who that nation?
We'll have me rolling with that. So we got the NFL power ranks, top 10 power ranks. Top 10, Will.
10 only. Just 10. Only. I promise you, people, just 10.
So coming in at number 10 at an 8-6 record, got the Miami Dolphins. Miami has now lost 3 games in a row, and they're looking pretty beat up. Does Tua have enough in them to rally the troops?
Yeah, he do. I feel like, I mean, people are not going to say it. You know, people are just going to try to knock Miami down more for their losses. But I've seen a lot of interesting things in that game the other day in Buffalo. You know, besides the fact that Buffalo fans are throwing a bunch of snow at them, you know, I've seen the team compete, you know, hostile environment to play the Buffalo Bills in December in a hostile environment and literally getting snowballs and stuff thrown at you. Like, you know, hey, they play competitive. They play well. I feel like the way their schedule goes down the rest of the season, they'll be on a hump streak to get in. I don't think they'll fail. I think they'll get in.
Yeah, they gotta play. They gotta play in our division, so they're probably gonna beat us, which helps. Yeah, I think Miami is gonna be safe. They're gonna make it.
We'll slide in there.
Yeah, I think so. I don't see any team for sure like locked to like come up and move them. So I think they're gonna get it. The Chargers are the ones that are scary, but I don't know that they might be able to both just make it. I think
Chargers are on the tiebreaker too with Miami. Miami falls down to that. If Miami falls down to that, even if Miami falls down to the last seed of the playoffs, that's a matchup that they want. Right. With Patty Mahomes and the Chiefs. So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, it kind of schematically, man, you know,
game.
You go in that 6, you know, then you get Joey Burrow in them. You don't want Joey Burrow. You want Joey Burrow.
I don't think they want Burrow or Mahomes.
I mean, it's a more favorable matchup for them because of the way they run their offense against Mahomes. At least you know you'll be in the game.
With track meet.
With the shootout and track meet. I feel like that. I feel like Cincinnati's defense is
also low key. Miami's defense has been really bad lately.
Yes,
which is surprising.
It is. They were supposed to be a lot better. They were a top 5 defense last year. Now they're a bottom 5.
Interesting. Coming in at number 9 at a 9-5 record, got the Baltimore Ravens. They look kind of lost out there without Amar. He definitely looks like the entire team. When does he get back, and what impact will he have for them as they push towards the playoffs?
It's gonna have a good push. You know, it's still Lamar Jackson at the end of the day. Regardless, we want to choke in the Ravens. We've seen the games this year. We've seen the videotape. We've seen it all. These guys should be able to get in. The question is, what will they do when they get in there? Will they blow a lead? Will it just prove that, you know, Baltimore is not as good as the rest of the teams in the AFC, which I think that will probably be the clear reason? Or it just goes to and falls on Lamar. You know, 3 of those things can happen, but they're going to get it. They're going to get it.
As of 4 hours ago, John Harbaugh declined to provide an update on if he's going to return this week or not. So that knee could still be having an issue on there.
I feel, yep, it could be, but I think it's on the schedule right now, and it's going right with the schedule. You don't got to rush him back. You got to remember, you know, they're going to do their due diligence for him as well. Though he didn't agree to the contract that they asked him to take in the regular season before it started, I feel like they'll do the due diligence, you know, and this injury right now is going to be monitored in a much different way. Not in the past where you're like, oh, Lamar's going to come back to next week. Right now, in this situation right now where both parties are disputing at the table, yeah, there's going to be a standstill in this. So I can see why this is happening right now in terms of when he's coming back on the football field.
This team is the most confusing team to me, I think, maybe in the league. Because I don't understand how they keep winning. I don't understand how this is happening. Even when Lamar was there, as good as he is, like it's not like offensively, their weapons aren't that crazy. They've been hurt, and they just keep winning. Yeah, Lamar got to get back. Without him, they're a first-round exit. With them, they might be a first-round exit, but without him, they definitely are first-round exit.
Is that Jake? It sounds like Jake to my booty cheeks. Oh, let's go on. Coming in.
No, Patriots make perfect sense. Other than the last play of that game, Patriots are not confusing at all. They suck. Mac's terrible. Makes perfect sense.
Coming in at number 8. At 11-3, the Minnesota Vikings. Are they paper champs of their division? They real or fake?
They deserve that trophy that the NBA made. Like, great job, regular season. You're awesome. Kirk gonna Kirk, man. Just until I see otherwise.
Man, it's tough, man. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm gonna remain humble for what our team has done this season, and I don't wish hell on anybody else until we play them or their season's over. I can't say that right now. We'll see playoff time when this team competes and who they play against. It's tricky because you want to say
diplomatic answer, sir.
They're showing you the reasons why they are, but then in football, you congratulate teams like the Buffalo Bills, and we mentioned their old school, their throwback game against the Oilers for winning and coming back from 38 points. So at the end of the day, I can't really jump on it. We're gonna wait until playoff time and see what this team really is.
Kirk is Dak of the North.
You gonna wait for prime time to see if Kirk going Kirk?
It's not about Kirking.
It's always about Kirk.
Kirking too, but it's the team too. The team is lackadaisical at times.
My point is they can't overcome
the squad.
Yeah, the point is they can't overcome Kirk.
QB. You can pinpoint the problems at the QB position, but this team is lackadaisical at a lot of times, and it's team-wide.
But that's the point, though.
Football.
But my point is you're saying that like that's what we're all saying. They're not going to be anything.
This is another thing that we keep doing. We can't do this in this NFL year because we see a lot of teams play exactly like this. We see teams play like this yesterday. We see teams play like this weekend. So 1 week, say for instance, Minnesota goes in here and we're laughing at them, and they end up with a win. What are we saying about Minnesota then? You're waiting for them to lose another game because they proved or different Rachel rise this season. Every team's not going to be perfect. I want to see playoffs. They've gotten enough wins on their resume to get to the dance.
Yeah, that's fine.
They got to the dance. That's all.
But it's the dance that we know where they're gonna drop the ball at. That's
we don't know that because we don't know who's gonna perform in the dance. We don't know. This is the most unpredictable NFL year to come right now. We don't know. We're just sitting on teams that are prime right now. Those teams that are rolling right now. Those teams that are rolling right now. How about
Minnesota not rolling though?
They're not rolling. Look,
they're not rolling.
The league.
I'm talking about in general. I said, how about the teams rolling right now?
The league. Rolling. The league is. You're right. The league is unpredictable. Kirk is a lot more predictable.
It's a team game, though.
Okay. Not when. Yes, but the fish rots at the head.
The fish rots at the head, but it's a team game. You go in there, you play a team.
How good of a team? How good that team got to be to overcome a Kirk, a primetime Kirk?
Hey, we got to see it. We got to see it. We have to see it. We're in one of the most unpredictable NFL years of all time. And I'm not going to sit here and say, when we're trying to bench it and we have our own problems, to sit here and say that Kirk Cousins is going to be the reason why this team doesn't win. We don't know that.
You working off a juju problem right now. Like you worried about bad juju. Like that's what you're doing.
It's not about bad juju.
You worried about karma. You worried about karma right now.
Have we been really watching all these weeks of football? Or have we just been just looking at it? You have to systematically look at every single week of football. And I don't think everybody's looking at it. That's why we have to wait for this, because we can have 1 through 7 right now in the seasons. But as soon as those matchups come up, playoffs come, things happen, we're going to be sitting here on the show with a different perspective. A team's going to pull an upset. Team's not going to pull an upset. I don't know what team that's going to be, but the Vikings, what their record is right now, they're second in the NFC. Hey, they overcame one obstacle, and that's winning the North. They got to take baby steps right now. That's the first step. Second step is trying to win a playoff game. Let's see if they can do it. I'm just going to sit here and wait until it happens.
So, can they beat San Fran?
Can they beat San Fran on any given Sunday?
Yep.
It is possible.
Any given Sunday, anybody can be beat, but you had to put your money on it. You're a bad man.
Right. This is what I'm talking about.
Can they get San Fran? Yep. I pay my money on Kirk and the motherfucking Vikings.
What are we doing at the back of this point?
Exactly.
It's what it is. It's what it is. The same thing can go for my Cowboys against the 49ers. Same thing can go anybody 49ers. But at the end of the day, they got to come play too. Last time I played, they ain't win no championship. They a paper champion too. They ain't win no championship.
Who?
49ers.
Yeah, but they don't have a Kirk problem.
Look what they've overcome. That quarterback is not their issue. They are successful minus the quarterback. They're on the third string quarterback and still beating the hell out of teams.
And there's a lot of teams that got to overcome things in order to win. The 49ers, again, are going to still have to overcome
the only way I believe that Kirk was a lock to get a playoff win was if he was playing for the 49ers. Because then I know that they can overcome him. I don't know that this team can overcome him. That's the problem. They're a good team. I respect everything they're doing.
They got a team like the Giants or the Seahawks. Come on, man. You're killing me, man.
I'm just. What time is the game? Is all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna ask. Afternoon game. All right. I
spent too much time on the Vikings. I just thought they were gonna be a decent team in the playoffs. But everybody thought, let's go to the next team, man. That's what I'm saying.
My God. Coming in at number 7 at a record of 8-6, the LA Chargers. Chargers are getting healthy. They're getting receivers back.
My brain heard Rams and shut down for a second. My whole brain shut down for thinking like Rams. What? Nah. Chargers. Yeah.
Herbert he got his weapons.
They back for now. Palmer. I think Palmer got hurt. The backup. Which means they gotta definitely stay healthy because the guy that they slide in at every wide receiver position is hurt now. I don't know how bad he is though.
Yeah.
But
they can't help him at the right time. The problem's not the offense though. We just mentioned one of their guys that's out for the season, I believe. But the defense is the issue. The defense will be the issue. The defense will be the reason why they are either out or not in the playoffs. That will be the case. It's their defense.
Yeah, they got about the 25th ranked defense right now.
It's not good. It's not playoff run worthy.
Nah. Coming in at number 6 at 10-4. Dallas Cowboys.
We ain't moved from last week, right? We're in the same sack spot?
I believe so.
Yes, we're in the same exact spot. Yeah, man. It's coming down to it, man. But
like the write-up says, they can't be trusted.
Me and you, man, we probably gonna live the same problem. Our cornerbacks, man. We ain't never had them. I'm sorry to say, we ain't never had them. We're trying to get every single part of our team correct. And the only thing we get is that. And I've tried to be GM in the past. Try to say, hey, well, you should do this, you should do that, as well as other people. But the whole trust in the clutch thing, this is a hurt. Teams got to get through hurdles, man. You may not never get through them, but that's your goal. And I mentioned it with the Vikings a few minutes ago. You just got to get over this stuff, man. Hopefully you wish one day you will, but it doesn't look good right now.
It doesn't look good for the Rams either.
Right. That's all I can say.
Rams getting smoked, by the way.
Rams getting that Packer pack.
Yeah. Loud pack. Yeah, this is actually I feel like 2 covered it with them. Interesting team. Nah, he did. Like it's an interesting team. I don't. We'll see what happens.
I'm gonna put it like this: Dak gets a lot of the blame, but I think the fans know. But outside, Kellen Moore's gotta go.
Now I've been saying that about y'all the entire season. That's one thing. Even if I give y'all shots about Dak, Kellen Moore, he reverts back to Boise State way too often.
He does.
And
he got a hell of a first half yesterday.
And whenever he does that, whenever he goes full Boise State, y'all can lose any game against any team.
Say full Boise State?
Yeah. You should never go full Boise State, man. You can't, especially Kellen. He can't do that.
Sad, man. But we still at number 6, man. We ain't move up or we ain't move down, man. So, I mean, in reality, you can call it a loss when you call it, man, overtime loss, which in reality it was an overtime loss, on a possession that was dropped. You can call it a bad loss. You can do whatever. Hey, took the loss, take it to the chin, get up for the next game. That's what it is.
At number 5, Brock Purdy's San Francisco 49ers. That's crazy.
Sitting for a record, and they say they can actually might be holding up the Lombardi. And it speaks volumes to the roster that Lynch and Shanahan have put together.
Yeah, because they've actually played through some injuries.
Yes, sir.
And it's just weird because this season started. Imagine, like, let's everybody pay attention for a second. This season started with them running with Trey Lance. Then he breaks his foot. And then old faithful Jimmy G steps in. Gives you about whatever, the 8 games that he's good for a year before he gets hurt. Every time. And then they move on to Brock Purdy. And in between there, great GM move. They go out and get one of the best backs in the league, and Christian McCaffrey. And it's just like, man, this team is there's talent everywhere on that roster, everywhere. I know I like to say Purdy's nice, but I can't even tell. Is he really good, or is he just throwing to great team? He can move the ball down the field better than Jimmy can.
It's the year of the backup. That's what I keep saying. It's the year of the backup, man.
Yeah, you say that until I talk about Gardner Minshew.
Nah, it's the year of the backup. Hey, Gardner Minshew just coming at a bad time. It's not my fault you want to come in against the Cowboys. That's a bad time to come in.
I think it's a great time.
Hold on. When it comes to my team, against my team, they ain't no year in the backup, champ. You should know that. Not for Gardner Minshew. Oh, hell
no. Lawrence and them just put up buckets on y'all, and Garner got a better roster.
That's Lawrence, dog. See, you can't be doing that, all that.
Garner got a better roster.
NFL's a week-by-week game. You can't say because Trevor did that, Garner's going to do that. That's a bad recipe for a loss. That's a bad recipe for you to have Minshew out here looking like Jamarcus Russell. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't
or he can look like Dan Marino.
40.
Or he can look like Dan. But I think he's going to look more like Jamarcus.
40. 40. I'm sticking to it. He's hanging 40 on you.
40. And hold on. If he picks a 40, hold on. If he picks a 40 on Dallas, that means Jalen Hurts better watch his back. Because
maybe Garner's nice.
Jalen Hurts came and put up 40 on us.
Yeah, because he run too much.
Good put 40. You almost won that first.
40.
Coming in at number 4 at a record of 11-3, the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen look like he's back in form. They put them things on the Dolphins.
By the way, Nate's right. Zay looked like a superstar against y'all. Just sorry.
He did.
Nah, Zay Jones in, man. Zay Jones. But we've been hunting Zay Jones most of the season, man. If you watch our NFC Fantasy Inside show, you know what I'm saying? We do give praise to that man, Zay Jones. You know
who his dad was, right?
No, who's his dad?
Robert Jones. He's played linebacker for the Cowboys when he's winning Super Bowls.
Right.
That's crazy.
Right. Daddy said, yo, son, we want to skip the game.
Poor father watched him destroy you, honestly.
And his uncle is Jeff Blake.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, what UCL injury though?
Coach be doing his homework.
Coach knows.
What UCL injury though on Josh Allen though? Shout out to Buffalo, man, on the way they've been playing.
Yeah.
But Josh Allen, that Tommy John potential injury, I don't think it's anymore, man. It's back to regular Josh Allen, doing things what he's supposed to do for his team to win. And that's what it is. Buffalo's playing good at the right time.
If he's gonna need Tommy John, it's because he's always throwing the ball. Like he only got a fastball. He got to chill. Like there's no touch on his passes. I'd be watching him. It'd be like a 8-yard hook, and he throws that shit like it's a 9 route. Like it's crazy, man. That dude, he got to chill. Like watch, all his receivers when they get older, their fingers gonna look like Torrey Holt's fingers.
Yeah, he got fingers at 90-degree angles.
Yeah, like I can't believe Torrey Holt got a whole ring finger that's pointing south every time it's crazy. All I know is
it's exiting stage left.
Yeah, it's like Anyways, this team again. I feel the same about this team. This team's a great team. They have one of the premier quarterbacks in the league. He might be number 2, maybe number 3, depending on how you want to rank him. But he has the cape problem. Every Sunday, he puts on his cleats, he puts on his pads, and he puts on his helmet, but he also puts on a cape. And tries to be a hero. He tries to do every single thing for them. They have running backs, but they don't run enough with them. They've been doing a little more lately, though. I think they've been running a little more lately. I hope they're gearing up for the playoffs because
they're doing a little bit of the interior.
You have to run. You have to run in the playoffs, and they can't do it with your quarterback.
Running backs and throwing the ball to Dawson Knox as well the last few weeks.
Yeah, that's the
interior. You're gonna need the interior. How are you gonna feel? How do you think that your guy is Stefan Diggs or even a guy that's supposed to be surge this year, Gabe Allen, are gonna be what they should be if you're not going to the interior first? You know,
you got to open them up for sure. But yeah, they're dangerous. Between them, the Bengals, and the Chiefs.
Good segue. Coming in at number 3 at 11-3, Kansas City Chiefs. Patty Mahomes, is he your MVP?
Yeah, he's the MVP if Jalen Hurts misses any time. Absolutely. That's the way it goes.
He should be the MVP regardless. 2 more wins, but way less stats, in my opinion. That's guy you got to lean towards.
Defense is not as good as Hurts' defense.
Right. Like Hurts is
more on him.
Hurts' team
got a great team around him.
My God, if you put Mahomes on, if you give him those receivers,
Lombardi time again.
Yeah. And that defense, that's not fair at all. So,
well, you can take the MVP if he wants. He's not going to get a Super Bowl.
Only if he don't get it, it's only because he got to go through 2 other powerhouses in that AFC. Yeah. He got to go through the Bills and Cincy probably.
Yeah, and both of them have shown they can beat them
at home, which is a place that not a lot of people can.
Kind of say Cincinnati kind of owns them. I think Burrow is 3-0 against them, right?
Burrow got the number for sure. The Bills, he can beat the Bills, and he believes he can beat the Bills. It's always a shootout,
right? But
Cincy got the direct line.
Yeah, put them things on them.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 2 at 10-4, Cincinnati Bengals.
Yep.
Burrow has had 2 17-point comebacks in his career. One is over Mahomes, the other one is over Brady. They calling him Joe Cool.
He is with the mink and all.
I think he's the second one with that name, right?
Yeah.
Joe Namath was first, and then Joe Montana.
Yep.
And coming in at number 1 at 13-1, Philadelphia Eagles. They call them the biggest bullies in the league. And they should be heavy favorites to come out of the NFC. And it said only Brock Purdy stands in their way.
Yeah, I no longer am picking Dallas anymore. I think I'm going to go with Chiefs, 49ers.
I got Chiefs and Philly.
You feeling? You buying the Philly? You buying the Philly music?
Only because if they keep that number 1 seed, they only got to win 2 games and hope somebody knocks San Fran out for them.
Bills, Cowboys. That's what I'm sticking with. That's what I'm going with. Deal with the adversity, Josh Allen in Buffalo. Deal with the adversity, Dallas Cowboys, because both of your teams have been dealing with it all year for a long time. That's how I'm doing, man.
Keep talking about Cowboys, man.
Keep talking about your Purdy's and your Jalen Hurtses and your Macaulay Culkins and your Jackson Mahomes' brothers. Keep talking about them. Those Cowboys.
Those Cowboys. Nah. Yeah, I'm going Chiefs Niners.
Two said that with his chest.
He did. He said it with his whole chest.
I'm going the adversity route this year. Guys got to go through it. Josh Allen has been trying to get to it. Dak Prescott has been trying to get to it. Those 2 guys will get to it in Arizona.
I mean, adversity. My man Burrow been through some adversity.
Bookie. Macaulay Culkin. I hope Marv and homie come and get you.
Dirty Marv.
And the last part of tonight's Super Bowl favorites. Buffalo's at a plus 300. Eagles at a plus 550. Chiefs at a plus 500. San Fran plus 650. Cincy plus 850. Dallas at a plus 1,000.
Yep, I love that $1,000 number. I love the $1,000 number.
Minnesota plus 2,500.
Kirk, Captain Kirk.
That 25, man. That 25 on Kirk.
Man. Yeah. We're going to need you to come in on Saturday.
Yeah, we're going to need you to come in.
Bills Cowboys, man. That's how I'm going.
Hey, if it happens, I'll be ecstatic, man.
Kirk's like, can I have my stapler back?
My red stapler.
That's Kirk.
Man, who you got for shout outs tonight, fam?
Shout out to my man Nate, who's fighting the fight, and everyone else who checked in tonight, holding down our wonderful podcast. We love our members, our viewers, you guys, while we're here. Yeah, shout out to the brand as always. Shout out to you fellas, man. This is always fun. It's our favorite show, man. So I always have fun doing this one.
Shout out to the gods. Shout out to you guys, man. You know, wonderful Monday. Play call sheet. Shout out to everybody that took part, commented, took a peek, shared as well. Continue to share, continue to follow, subscribe to our page on YouTube, STWF Media, gives you the full live intake, of our shows live in effect, if you don't want to go the Facebook route, tune in, on Instagram as well as TikTok, Spotify, and y'all have a good night. And tomorrow's Taco Tuesday, so come through with your hot sauce, whatever flavor taco you want, man, and just make sure you give me some.
They'll be in the mail.
Shout out to my brothers as always. Appreciate y'all, man. Therapeutic for your boy.
Absolutely.
Held me down yesterday too. Show appreciate that because your boy was dead tired yesterday morning. But I showed up, coach. But shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. Special shouts out to Anthony, Kawan, Trevor, Zachary, and Nate. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us. If I forgot anybody, my apologies. Also, man, I want to say again, I'm gonna keep doing it. Shout out to my Duncanville Panthers, man. They did their thing Saturday night.
They just keep winning, huh?
Yeah, keep winning, man. I heard today it's like 47,000.
Let's
at
go.
The game.
Let's go.
Crazy at a high school game, man.
Yeah, that's wild. That's pressure. That's why they built better though. When they move up to the next level, they've dealt with the pressure already.
Shout out to Jacob. We see you, man. We see you. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. Tomorrow we got what we got tomorrow? Oh, back-to-back weeks of the chop up.
Are we chopping again tomorrow?
We're chopping again tomorrow.
Chop.
I already got me a chop.
I'll bring me an onion. I'll bring me an onion in, I'll chop that up for you guys.
Smash. Remember that dude? Yeah, they doing a Netflix special on that dude.
Yeah, right.
Remember the viral dude, and I would just smash like the hippie dude. He ended up going to jail, I think it was a murder. I'm not sure, but they're doing a whole Netflix special on that dude.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Just random. Netflix special on me. I need that. Sure.
Oh, don't worry. We gonna get there. We gonna get there.
Yeah.
We gonna get there.
Yeah, boy.
Shout out to Unc, man, the Ugly Christmas Sweater Party. That joint was live Saturday night, man.
You were so tired, but you was live chat, you were live posting from there. And I was like, yo, my man looks exhausted, but he also looked like he's having a good time too.
Hey, man, I had to leave early because I just ran out of juice.
Yeah, just had nothing left to take.
But the time that I was there, The food was on point. The atmosphere was on point. Man, the saxophone player doing this thing.
He was
Had a
gigging.
stand-up comic in
Yeah.
between sessions.
Yeah,
Had
the stand-up,
poetry.
yo. The stand-up dude had me on the floor, bro. He was wilding.
But yeah, we appreciate that. You know, we're gonna try to do things like that at least once a month. Hey, it's growing slowly. Be there at the beginning, right? You know, like we're doing right now. Also, we got on the 15th, we got the MLK Day of the Give Back Day.
Okay.
So be there for that. Man, it's a lot of stuff going on, man.
We gotta make it to Texas one of these days, man. Come supporting
Yes,
like live in effect.
And I'm not gonna reveal it yet, but we just got an interview.
Yeah, that book. I saw that.
It's gonna be live now.
I saw that. I'm hyped about that. We won't spoil that because that's not necessarily our interview to announce like officially like that. But
stay tuned.
Yeah, it's a good interview.
We gotta confirm the date and time, but
yeah,
got somebody locked in. It's huge.
Y'all gonna want to hear that. Y'all gonna want to hear that, and that's gonna be.
want to hear it.
Yeah, that's gonna branch off to some more stuff too. So
yes, sir.
Yeah. I was hyped when I saw it. I was like, oh yeah, oh yeah. Moving on up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, we appreciate y'all, man. Like Tu said, like, comment, subscribe, share, do your thing. Holla at your boys, man. You know how we like to do it around here. Until next time, see y'all tomorrow. Peace.